Hello everyone, it's me, Travis, of Giggles and Bits, and I've got a right nice story for ya. Researchers now show the real-life inspiration for Zorro was Irish, not Spanish. The legend and mask of Zorro conjures up a distinct image of a lion-hearted swordsman on horseback and dressed all in black, who underneath is a Spanish nobleman and adventurer Don Diego de la Vega. Zorro is a Hispanic hero, one of the first, and that has stood true for a century. Yeah, love Zorro. Grew up with Zorro. However, his creator, Johnston Macaulay, based him on real life historical figures. And while Macaulay's creation could be a composite of several individuals, one stands out as the clear and unanimous inspiration to boot. He isn't exactly who you'd expect. Meet William Lampour, a 17th century red haired Irishman of noble birth and expatriate with chronicles of espionage, standing up for truth, justice, and the underprivileged, and with a fair bit of swashbuckling to go along. We're largely lost to history for a long time. Here's that sexy man. His story was turned into a romance novel by a Mexican general in 1872. This served as the template for Macaulay's tales, but other than that, it took longer for Irish and Spanish historians to dig through Mexican Inquisition archives to discover more about Lampart. A Catholic, he got in trouble for promoting the faith in a time when that was forbidden and punishable by death as a crime of sedition. Escaping with pirates to Spain, he became part of an Irish regiment and found favor with the Duke of Olivers, Gaspar de Guzman y Pimentel. Because of his fluency in Spanish and 14 other languages, the Duke sent Lamport, having changed his name by then to Gillen Lombardo, to Mexico to spy on a viceroy and the rebels against Spanish rule. I'm telling you, this is why everyone's better off with the Irish being drunk. Because if they were sober and clear thinking, they'd all be speaking 14 languages. These stories tend to unfold. Lamport's sympathies soon turned toward the lower class, opposed to the establishment, and he became a political dissident, finding himself. As these stories tend to unfold, Lamport's sympathies soon turned toward the lower classes, opposed to the establishment, and he became a political dissident, finding himself in and out of jail, as well as on the wrong side of the Spanish and Portuguese crowns. In favor of Mexican independence, he tried to start a rebellion with the support of native population and enslaved Africans. Lamport, an abolitionist who wrote on the moral indignity of the slave trade, abhorred the practice. A lot of pictures in here of the 2005 Zorro. It was one more disagreement he had with the elites of the time, and they pulled strings to see him sentenced to death by burning at the stake. Some accounts say during his execution, Lamport was able to undo his bonds and hang himself before he could be burned alive. Like my terms, fuckers. Records of his life were arcane, but in Mexico he is honored publicly. A statue of him stands inside the country's monument to independence in Mexico City as a reminder of his role in that fight. Given this information, should it be considered feasible to race Ben Zorro in the future, as if that could actually happen? Absolutely not. The character of cinema, TV, and literature who leaves his mark is traditionally Spanish, Latin American, and should remain so. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. I agree with that. The life of William Lamport, on the other hand, would make for a thrilling historical adaptation in its own right. I agree too. I agree. But keep Zorro Spanish. But yeah, I mean, if we want to explore William Lamport, the dude sounds like a freaking badass. Let's learn more about him. Let's see, or let's at least see a story about him. That'd be quite the epic. It sounds like. Anyways, what do you guys think? If you like, if you like the story, if you didn't know this, or you did know this, write a comment down below. Let me know if you have any other information about this individual that helped inspire the Legend of Zorro. And like and subscribe.